All right. Great question from Renee. Y'all chime in with your thoughts. I have lots to say about this one. The problem I'm currently having, and I'm not blaming the Kratom about this, I'm hoping I can find a solution, but Kratom keeps my normal chronic pain level in. Now let me read the rest. It keeps it in check. However, if I have a major flare up like I'm having right now, it doesn't seem to be helping with that. Does anybody have any advice? I have lots of advice and thoughts on this. Y'all share your thoughts as well in the comments. So I'm 7 years into my Kratom journey. I've been using this every single day, multiple times a day for my chronic pain. I suffer from debilitating degenerative disc disease in both my neck and back. I've been suffering with it with my back for about 20 years now and in my neck for about 15. I was in pain management for 9 years, taking the pain meds every day, the pharmaceuticals, and it helped somewhat, but it wasn't great, but it allowed me to still do things. Then I get dropped from pain management because, they don't want to prescribe anymore. And I find Kratom. And I just like, oh, a plant, this should be interesting. And I didn't think it would help much. And boy, was I surprised. It helps my extreme degenerative disc disease. I mean, it's really bad. If you saw my x-rays and MRIs over the years, every time I get them, it just gets worse and worse, and it looks really bad. And look at me. I mean, I feel great. My back's not hurting. My neck's not hurting because I drink my swamp water Kratom tea. But let's talk about flare-up pains. And let's talk about other pains that people have where they say the Kratom's not helping much. So to me, my biggest pain issues is the degenerative disc disease. If that's covered, I'm good. I can deal with the flare-up pain. And I get all kinds of flare-up pain because I'm not young anymore. I know I look young. I'm 61 years old. And I've been dealing with these off and on flare-up pains for about, I would say, at least 10 years now, maybe more. And most times for me personally is seasonal. Like right now is March. And we've gone from cold weather to very, very warm weather where I live, and everything is changing rapidly outdoors. I am highly affected by that. And what I always notice is twice a year when we go from hot to cold and from cold to hot, it affects me, and it'll last anywhere from 1 to 2 months, and I get all kinds of flare-up pain. A couple of years ago, I got really severe flare-up pain in my right wrist. I still wear these compression wristbands, always on my right wrist, sometimes on my left as well. Kratom doesn't help it. It drives me nuts. It's like, wait a minute. It's helping my neck and back. Why is it not helping my wrist that is hurting so bad to the point I can barely get on the computer and do anything? And side note, if anybody wants info on this, just DM me. I have the best voice to text app out there. You can use it for free. And if you fall in love with it like I have, where I can just talk, it's the best one I've ever seen. It's free. There's a free version. And if you like it, it's like $12 a month. And I can just talk. Many times when I'm doing comments here in my TikToks, I'm commenting by doing the voice to text. Send me a DM if you want info. I do my regular business stuff, and that's one of the tools I always talk about. Anyway, let's get back to this. So many people have said, well, I get all these other flare-up pains or other additional pains, and Kratom doesn't work. It works for some pain, not other pains. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional. I don't know why that happens. I've never understood. There's no rhyme or reason. Some people get amazing pain relief with Kratom. Some people don't. Some people, like me, the pain level goes to a 0. Like, I take my Kratom every 6 hours, and honestly, in this 6 hour, for the bulk of the 6-hour stretch, my neck and back are just not hurting. And then it wears off, and the pain comes right back. But why is it not helping my other pain? I've had so many different flare-up pains. I've had my shoulders, especially this one, with bursitis. I've had bursitis multiple times in my shoulder over the years. Doesn't help that. I've had, because again, I'm old now, so I got hip pain from time to time, flare-ups. I've had my ankles. My wrists are definitely an ongoing issue. And I'm going through a rough patch right now with the right wrist bothering me so bad. So what do I take when this happens? Sorry, I don't mean to like do this long drawn out video. If you're still watching, thanks. So What I do, since Kratom's not helping my additional flare-up pains, I take things that work for me. Tylenol, Aleve, and Anacin. Anacin is aspirin and caffeine combined. Now, let me explain this. I don't take them all together, but like today, you know, if my wrists are kind of okay at the moment, but if it starts hurting later, then I'll probably take some Aleve. But you don't ever want to take aspirin and something like Aleve close together. You got to have a long gap in between. So I'm very aware. Like this morning, you know, it's like, okay, I'm having some pain, but not really bad. Should I take one? I got to figure out which one I want to take. Tylenol, I do really, really well with. I've always done well with Tylenol. Even back in my pain management days, I always supplemented with Tylenol. I'm very careful about it. I do get labs once a year. And so I'm always making sure that, you know, my liver and kidney functions are fine. They always are. Find what works for you. Another thing I found last year, thanks to one of my friends here in the Kratom community, with my wrist being such an issue, I've tried all the balms and creams, all the CBD and hemp and all the different kinds of things. And one of my friends here that I had on my Kratom Stories podcast, she mentioned a balm that she says, this is the best one ever. So I'm like, okay, you're a trusted friend. So I went and bought it. And so if I'm having really bad flare-up pain, I've never had a balm or any kind of lotion or nothing that's ever helped. And this one, if anybody's interested in that, DM me. I'll send you the info on that. It's just some guy in, I think, North Carolina or South Carolina. I forgot. It's just like a single person operation. He makes the most amazing hemp balms. But it's just figuring out what works best for you. I'm curious to hear from others here. How do you deal with flare-up pain? When you're having pain, is it helping your chronic pain and not your flare-up pain? Is it helping all your pains? I'm curious to hear from you all. Let me know. But for Renee, my experience is, sadly, it does not help my flare-up pains. I wish it would. It doesn't. So I just live with it. And for me personally, my flare-up pains are not even comparable to my degenerative disc disease, which is far worse. My degenerative disc disease is so bad, it is literally 24/7 of black cloud over my head, miserable, because I'm in a lot of pain. And Kratom took that away. Kratom removed the black cloud. I feel better. I'm able to do more things. I'm more active from a plant. This is why I do this, y'all. This is why I advocate. This is why I have a loud voice in the community, because I was in pain management for 9 years and had never heard of Kratom. And I think there's something wrong with that. I want people to know about this plant. Okay, I'm done with this long, drawn-out conversation. Thank you for watching. Before I go, I've got 2 things for you. Please join us at kratomrealtalk.com. It's our private online community where we can have more expanded discussions about Kratom without all the fear of censorship that we run into here. Also, if you appreciate the education and advocacy work I do, you can help support it over at kratomstoriespodcast.com/support. It's also linked in the link tree in my bio. Thank y'all for everything. I'll see you in the next video.